We fixed a truck! I'm not talking about the name of the episode, we actually fixed a truck! We are awesome!
And I normally suck at auto mechanics.
I know, but, this one's only this big. It might have been a Hot Wheel. Just the, tire fell off and boom, we put it back in. It was just like, bam! And we just happened to see this episode called We Fixed a Truck. I'm trying to remember. Okay, it starts off, Finn finds a truck, fittingly enough. And pushes it home and they want to fix it, but they don't know how. But then Banana Man comes in from that, the one episode where Jake thinks he's gonna die, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. And he says that he knows how to fix it, so they put it together and they pimp it out and sort of make it their own thing, and they just start driving around, and then they decide, hey, we want to get Banana Man a girlfriend, and he sees this guard that he really likes, so they, sort of drive him by and just say he's cool, drive off. But then Bubblegum is being chased by an angry mob because they think she's some sort of lizard monster, which of course is ridiculous, but then BMO says, eat this bug, and she does. It turns out she is a lizard monster. But then they throw the car into the lizard monster and blow up the lizard monster, and then the real Bubblegum comes up and says, there's a lizard monster, but they say it's okay, we took care of it. And then the guard comes up and tells Banana Man that you're coming with me, but not for anything good, it's because you're naked, because they had to use his clothes to stop the lizard monster. And they take him away, but it's okay, because she's pinching his butt, so I guess they're a couple now. And then they see that the hot rod is destroyed, and they just give a thumbs up, and that's the episode. I really like this one. It's totally random. Everything that's introduced does make it, until the end, but there's not a whole much of a flowing narrative through it. It's like it's just, here's the setup, and here's a bunch of random stuff that happens around that setup. But it was all really funny. There's this one scene I love where BMO changes her batteries, and she puts the batteries down, gets in front of it, takes her batteries out so she goes off, and then falls onto the batteries and charges. Brilliant, love that. The build-up, I should say, into Bubblegum being this lizard monster, because it starts off as a radio call, right? Saying, I think she's been taken over, and it sort of sounds like, what's the word? Not propaganda, but
conspiracy theory.
Yeah, conspiracy theory radio and stuff, and so...
It's hosted by Stache, the Gravedigger.
Yeah, so it's great seeing that lead into the angry mob chasing her, because you know exactly why. And then they throw in another twist, is that she really was taken over by this lizard monster, which is... Both of those just made me laugh really, really hard. And then, okay, here's the strangest thing. One of the things that made me laugh really strangely hard, it just really cracked me up. Weird Al, I know, does the voice for the Banana Man, and they left in anytime he clears his throat. That just killed me, because you never hear that in anything animated. There's no point in animating in somebody clearing their throat, but he does at least twice in this.
Yeah.
And it's totally pointless, but you just never see it, and I just kept telling myself, they had to actually, animate maybe, 10 or 12 frames of him going up, clearing his throat, and then putting his arm down. I'm just like, they took effort to animate him clearing his throat, and that is just hilarious. So, yeah, it's total nonsense, it's total silly, but again, kind of like the last one, it's with characters you liked. I like hearing Weird Al's voice, I like hearing him sing that little song, I like just seeing BMO listen to radio while doing drawings and stuff. I just like watching these characters. I like that there was no definite, beginning, middle, and end, or at least it wasn't a very flowing beginning, middle, and end. You had no idea what direction it was gonna go. And I love the way the truck looks, honestly. I don't know, maybe it's just, I'm not a car person at all, but there's still something cool about just seeing people put together, doing auto mechanics in their way, the Adventure Time way, where they can just put, a horn in front or something like that, or the fins in the back. I don't know, I just really, really liked it, even though it's completely random and most likely entirely pointless. You?
Eat this bug! I don't know. I like it, but I don't know why I like it. Like, everything, like, I'm with you. I'm not a car person at all. Like, our town has, like, every weekend they have this auto show.
Oh, you must really hate it.
Oh, God, it's because it stops traffic. They close everything off pretty much, and it's annoying. And I'll drive by or I'll walk by and I'll be like, oh, yay, look, a car, another one that we've seen every frickin' weekend. Please stop. I understand people have passions, and I have my own bizarre ones where people would look at me and think the exact same thing, so I'm not telling anyone to never do that or not to do that, but to me it's lost on me. So when they're talking about fixing a truck, I'm just like, I'd rather be doing a whole lot of other things other than fixing a truck. But I love the reason why Banana Man is doing it. He's so excited, especially when he wakes up and says, oh, wow, I fixed it, are we friends yet? Poor Banana Man, I just feel bad for him. He's so lonely.
And well, the other thing too, I mean, again, I'm not a huge car person either, but even when he's like explaining how the engine works and what the top is for, I'm kind of like, really? All right, like I'm actually learning something here because I clearly know nothing about cars.
What's he pointing to?
Yeah, that was a great joke too. It's like, how does that thing exist then if it's in the show? I mean, it's just that graph or whatever. So, yeah, well,
I thought they had him as a teacher almost. Mm-hmm. Like, even with the whole clearing of the throat, because teachers clear their throat, I think that's kind of what they were going for, and I think they nailed it.
It could be. You know, that's a very good point. Yeah, especially because teachers have to talk so much and stuff. Yeah, there's something... You know, a lot of people always say, and a lot of ways they're right, you know, stories have to have a 3-act structure, beginning, middle, and end, and it has to flow, and it has to be a flowing narrative, and it has to feel very natural and stuff. But I think there's something to be said when people can take that and really play with it and kind of break it apart. You know, I like shows like Louie that clearly sometimes they'll have a beginning, middle, and end, and other times they'll just, like, whatever happens in the opening could have nothing to do with the next 2 scenes, but maybe the 2 scenes are connected, and you never know where it's going to go, but that's part of the fun. You have no idea what's coming next. Yes, Louie the cartoon. No, it's C.S. Lewis. You haven't seen the show?
No, we don't have TV.
It's so good. You can watch it on I'm sure you can watch it somewhere online, but it's really, really good. But part of the show is that it's literally just watching his life. You know, strange things are still in it. Strange things that obviously can't happen in reality, you know, but it's just watching him go through a day or a week or something. And it's like a real show about nothing. You're just watching this guy, and it's like, if you're to be asked, what was that episode about? It's like, you couldn't say. Some you could. But, like, you really couldn't say. Like, there's an episode where he's on a plane, and he's talking to a guy, and then the plane's about to crash, and everything's shaking, and there's him and the other guy, and they're screaming, they're yelling, they're holding each other, ah! And they just cut to him walking off the plane. Well, see you later. Yeah, take care. You have no idea what happened. You have no idea what happened to that plane, or what saved or anything, and it's just so strange and so random like that. And humor like that kind of reminds me of something like this, where it's something that can come out of nowhere, it can be totally random, but it's still enjoyable and fun to watch, you know, and I like something that can really play around with that. Comments?
I thought it fit the narrative structure very well. Began with the car. That didn't work. Middle. They fixed the car. It finally works. And car is dead. It's a birth cycle. It's the cycle of life. It's like Simba. Holding up, what was it, Timon? As Matthew Broderick?
Sure, yes, yes, Timon.
No, you hold up the truck, you know, like Simba, and there you go.
The Hot Wheel truck,
yeah.
Yes.
There's the narrative right there. With the lizard in there that eats bugs,
and Conspiracy Radio, and BMO Drawing, and...
Yeah, all that happens in normal life.
Sure. You haven't seen a regular day in his life. Stuff like this happens all the time. It's a bit creepy, but it's always fun.
I liked it, especially BMO.
Yeah.
Eat this bug.
I liked... BMO just gets more and more likable. Silence!
Oh, phone's going off. Bree, will you unplug it, please? Because I don't care who's calling. Everyone sucks. Wow. My only problem is they showed Cinnamon Bun.
You just didn't like that you saw a cinnamon bun.
Well, because he's supposed to be in
I unplugged it.
the back.
I did.
Oh god, it is unplugged. That's kind of creepy.
Anyway.
No, Cinnamon Bun isn't there anymore, remember? Where's Cinnamon Bun?
Oh, that's right. He's at the Flame Queen now, right?
Flame Princess, yes.
Yeah, but she's queen now, right? Didn't she rule the kingdom or
I
whatever?
guess, yeah, but she's still a princess.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because there's like no. This kingdom just doesn't have queen. Nobody has
Yeah.
queens except Lumpy Space Princess. She had a queen, I think. Like, did she have parents?
Well,
no, but
yeah.
even then, we don't even know if they were king.
One.
I was gonna say we only know if they were king or queen. They could have
That's
just
true.
been her parents.
Very true.
So,
But no, like, I saw Cinnamon Bun and I'm like, oh, possible continuity error.
I was gonna say, depending on, well, maybe she lets him go, or he goes on vacation. Maybe he forgot he was serving her, or whatever. He just served his. I mean, it wouldn't put it past him.
That's true.
So, but it probably is a continuity error, honestly. I'm sure they can like explain and like tap dance around it, but it's like I'm sure they're just like, yeah, we didn't plan on that.
Yeah.
Or like this episode maybe came out like maybe they had the times these were coming out different. Like maybe this was supposed to come out before that.
Yeah,
episode. I
production
don't know.
order and all
Yeah.
that junk.
But
But no, that's why I hate this episode.
because Cinnamon Bun's added destroys the continuity.
Yes, my life is ruined.
So I'm so sorry. Why don't we set up a play date and we can, fix
No,
things
you're
up.
not good at this. Just stop. God. This is why I don't do these anymore. Because you sit there and you try to step all over what I do. And you're like, look at me, I'm Doug. I'm better than you. I can do this so much better. I'm just jealous because you can.